It's time for Cutting Edge Consciousness with Freeman Michaels and Barnett Bain. Thought-provoking discussions and bold ideas from the edge of possibility.
Freeman Michaels here.
With Barnett Bain. It's good to be here this morning. How are you, Freeman?
I'm doing so well. Thanks for asking. What's going on in the news today? You were all fired up about.
I was all fired up.
An article you read, and
I was
you
very
shared a
fired up.
bit
But
of
I
it
have to
with
say
me.
good morning to Spence too, and good afternoon and good evening,
Wherever you are in the
wherever
world.
you are in the world.
There you
So
go.
like all different times here. Yeah, I saw an
That's beautiful.
an interesting thing in the news the other day. Chinese physicists using lasers and using optics have teleported photons,
Units of light.
units of light. Very nice.
Thank you.
I see all that high school physics. It did pay off.
That's great.
It did pay off. 60 kilometers.
Wow.
Is that incredible?
That's
Is that
great.
wonderful? So I was really struck by that. I thought, my goodness, this is like Star Trek, Harry Potter time
Yeah.
in real life.
Yeah, we're going to be using that teleporter machine.
We
and
are.
All
So
those little...
I read a little further, and it got more and more intriguing.
I'll tell you what's really intriguing. This
Yeah.
is in Time Magazine.
This is in Time magazine.
So that's really intriguing because
it'd
if
be
it
more
was
intriguing
in,
if it was in Space Time magazine.
that hasn't come out yet.
That's coming out soon.
Yeah.
So they are obviously quite a fair ways off from the holodeck and beaming you and your cat up to the holodeck. But
Who knows?
who knows? And in the short term, they have they are developing a technology out of this that will be an encrypted technology in order to deliver out. Probably the military will have it first, but it'll be to deliver all sorts of communication and messaging and telecommunications across the internet, across the world. And what is wonderful about it is they are using these optics, and what makes it encrypted is that anybody who taps into it or observes it or listens to it interferes with the optical signal. And so what occurred to me is there is this consciousness understanding, which is also expressed in the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, that there is no such thing as a objective experience, that reality is changed by the function of an observer.
Sure.
And so this whole encrypted technology operates on that basis, that by virtue of somebody observing it who is unauthorized, it shifts the frequency, and so it becomes, it triggers an alarm. I thought that was the most interesting part of it of all.
You know what I think is interesting?
Yeah.
First of all, just something we've talked about a lot on this show is that what we're in a moment where things are true and not true at the same time. So we're talking on sort of one hand of, let's say, Newtonian science, which still holds up in a lot of ways.
Cause leads to effect.
Right. But then we flip that and we play the game of effect leads to cause.
Yeah.
And we throw the observer in there, and the whole thing shifts based on what you think you're seeing, and congratulations, you see it.
And if you're seeing something and you're oriented from the past, then you're operating in a Newtonian model. And if you are operating out of a sense of what can be and what will be and what might be of optimal futures and future possibilities, then the present is the result of the future set against the backdrop of the past.